flights, hotels, car hire. Netflights.com, sponsors of the William Hunt Trilby Tour.
This week, we're at Sprowston Manor for the 4th event on the Trilby Tour. 120 golfers will be stepping up to the tee for the chance to be crowned champion of East Anglia.
Action!
And the Trilby Tour Challenge remains just as tough. You try doing that with 300 spectators breathing down your neck. Sky Sports cameras all over you.
The 2010 Trilby Tour, 8 regional championships and 2 international finals across 9 venues featuring over 900 golfers. The quest for the international amateur title began at Druids Glen, where John Lynch was crowned champion of Ireland. In week 2, the championship of Kent in South East England went to Daniel Broad at the London Golf Club. At the Oxfordshire in week 3, Dave Just saw off some classy opposition to claim his piece of Trilby Tour history and the Oxfordshire and West Midlands trophy. And this week we head east to Norwich and the Marriott Sprowston Manor as the field battles to claim the title Trilby Tour champion of East Anglia. We've got a cracking tale of do or die for you this week, but before we get the action underway, let's hear from Jody Guttrich, the general manager at Sprowston Manor.
The golf course was redesigned and rebuilt in 2003 to include 18 holes and give the course a lot more space. Nice wide fairways on some of them, great for low and high handicappers. I think a bit of a gem in Norfolk that a lot of people don't know about. I think William Hunt has done a great job making it something really unique and giving amateurs the possibility to be golf pros for a day. Anyway, we'd love to do that. I think for us it's just a great honor to be a part of it, and it's very exciting.
Jody and the team staged a Trilby Tour first this week, a corporate qualification event which Josh Halliday won to claim his place in the big show.
Even though it's tough, I think we've still got a good chance for tomorrow. If I play like I did today, then definitely well in with a chance.
Having won the team event, there was a typical William Hunt twist. Josh then took on and beat his 3 teammates in a shootout to claim his place on the Trilby Tour. And it didn't stop there. 24 hours later, and he turned on the style once again, shooting 38 points to walk straight into the playoff final. More about the other playoff contenders later, but first of all, it's time to update you concerning the top 12 qualifiers that claim their international amateur final tickets here at Sprowston. Simon Gardner held his nerve to make 33 points and take 12th position on countback. Also heading to the Buckinghamshire for the big showdown at the end of the season was King Hui, whose royal performance on the greens enabled him to shoot 33 points as well. The man from Willingdon Golf Club booked his place in the finals after that clutch putt at 18. With the course set up to championship standard, scoring was never going to be easy for the big guns. So Robert Dawes' 33 points off 3 was a notable performance. From Bickenden Grange to the Buckinghamshire with a fine round. From big guns to young guns, teenager Aaron Studdard, a junior club member here at Sprowston, proved the old saying, if you're good enough, you're old enough, with 34 points and 9th place and some fine shots along the way on a glorious Norfolk summer's day. Striking a blow for the seniors, Wishaw golfer Steve Gibbs, who I can promise you looked a lot younger before he stepped on this Trilby Tour first tee, shot 34 points as well and claimed 8th place on countback. Richard Harris nonchalantly shrugged off the Dumbledore gags on the first tee to put together a very good round of golf. Off 2, but comfortably inside the top 12 for a place at the final for the man from Glengorse Golf Club. Martin Webster will admit that he left a few out there, another man on 34 points and just missing out on playoff glory in 6th place. And so to the business end of the day. Jamie Richards, complete with every Trilby Tour player's dream, the adoring fans, played his way to 36 points, despite this slightly nervy approach to 18, by his own high standards anyway. It was good enough for a shootout place though. A shootout isn't always guaranteed, but here at Sprowston Manor we did get one. Jamie found himself up against this man, Adrian Rosendale, another great golfer who needed that to drop for an untroubled place in the playoff. But there was trouble on the horizon. Shootout pressure to come for Adrian. Temporary luxury of knowing he was in the playoff did go to Carl Thorne though. The long hitter from Hull ate up the yards and found his touch on the greens to emerge as a serious championship contender. 37 points for the 7 handicapper as he joined Josh Halliday in the top 4. The last man straight into the playoff was the day's top scorer James Vose, who proved himself to be a real character over the 18 holes and strutted his way to 39 points.
I had a practice round yesterday and played terribly. My caddy beat me 3-2, so that was positive. But worked on a few shots this morning, hit my tee shot off the first tee, and it just seemed like I'd corrected it from yesterday, so it was a nice tee shot. You know, parred the hole, good start, 3 points. And I just played a steady round really, nothing was amazing, it was just good and a lot of up and downs, which helps a lot. A few putts dropped, which another day might have missed, so just sort of held it together really. It's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? You know, you don't do this kind of thing every day. There's cameras here, everyone's clapping, you're getting an out, so it's a big deal. It's good. It would be nice if the winner could just go through and then they could play off for 2nd place or something like that. But no, it should be interesting. Should be good fun. Should be good fun. Looking forward to it, actually.
Here's our leaderboard at the end of 18 holes. Gardner, Hui, Dorr, Studdart, Gibbs, Harris and Webster qualify for the International Amateur Final later this year. But Jamie Richards and Adrian Rosendale will have to shoot it out for the right to join Carl Thorne, Josh Halliday and James Vose, who in turn will play off for the Trilby Tour Championship of East Anglia. Highlights action to come from today's finale, but first of all, let's hear from the man calling the shots behind this championship course.
Today, I mean, it's fairly flat cam for them today, but in all honesty, the pins are sort of tucked away behind bunkers. The greens have been, you know, quickened up really. They've been triple cut in the morning. It is all USGA spec greens, but there's there's a lot of undulating greens on Sprowston Manor, and it's something that, you know, to actually shoot a good score here, you really have to be on top of the sort of form of your game, really.
No putts required next though, just a case of finding the dance floor and being closest to the pin in doing so. It's shootout time. For Jamie Edwards, he knew the task ahead. Hit the shot of his life and pressure the lower handicap golfer Adrian Rosendale. The man from Abridge stuck with his pre-shot routine and with his original choice of club. One worked, the other didn't. A sweet strike, but without the distance. He needed Rosendale to miss in order to get a second bite at the cherry, and you could see in his face, Jamie knew it was a long shot. Adrian Rosendale from Hornsey stepped up to the tee with some assurance. But was it all bluff and bluster? The answer was no. A solid shot was required. A solid shot was delivered as Adrian booked his place in the final 4 and stepped out of the frying pan and into the fire. Rosendale, Thorne, Halliday and Vose go head-to-head for the Trilby Tour Championship of East Anglia after the break. Stay with us here on Sky Sports.
Netflights.com, sponsors of the William Hunt Trilby Tour.